Hi, my name is Kyle Mifflin. Today I'm here to effectively teach and show you a proper approach shot, which is one of the most important shots in golf and is also one of the most used shots in golf. Most people look at the sport of golf and think it's more of a hobby than a sport. However, I'm here to show you that with all the technique that goes into each shot, it's a lot harder than you think. Before you go to take your golf shot, the first thing you want to look at is your hand position. Your left hand wants to pronate over your club, so your left hand's thumb and index finger make a V towards your right shoulder, and your right hand wants to supinate underneath your club, so that your right hand's thumb and index finger also make a V towards your right shoulder. I prefer to keep my hands apart, however some people choose to interlock, making your frontal plane. You want your feet approximately shoulder width apart. If you're a right-handed golfer, you want to keep your left arm completely extended, and you want to bring your right arm across to meet the club. Keep your arms completely extended until you begin your swing. Once you have your hand position and your frontal plane down, you then want to go and look at your sagittal plane. You want a slight flexion in your knees to give you a nice low center of gravity so that you can well maintain your balance. You then also want to look at your back and make sure that it stays fully extended with a slight flexion in your hips to give you that nice low center of gravity as well, so that you can maintain your balance and maintain your power. After you complete your stance, you then want to start your wind-up. As you bring your club up around waist level, you want to open up your club face, which means pronating your left hand more and supinating your right hand more. As you bring your club up even further, you want a slight flexion in your right elbow while keeping your left elbow completely extended. As you bring it up to the peak of your windup, you'll notice that there's an abduction in your right shoulder, and you also want a lateral rotation in your hips. Once you reach the peak of your windup, you then want to start your swing. You want to transfer your weight from your back foot to your front foot, while medially rotating your hips and flexing your core. As you bring your club down around waist level, as opposed to when you open your club face when you wind up, you now want to close your club face, which means supinating your left hand and pronating your right hand. This will give you square contact with the ball. One of the most crucial steps in your swing is your head position. You always want to be looking at the ball to optimize power and balance. One of the most common mistakes in amateurs is that during their swing and follow through, they'll lift their head off the ball, which in turn lifts their body off the ball, which loses power and accuracy. After you make contact with the ball, you then want to continue with your follow through, which means continuing lateral rotation in your hips while bringing your club up and keeping your head down. At approximately waist level, you can then start to bring your head up, looking out to where your ball should go. This will also square up your shoulders to where you aimed your ball. Once you have all the fundamentals of your swing and your stance down, you can then go and take your first shot.
Now, let's watch it at full speed. And now, let's watch a professional Luke Donald. Where your ball goes in your stance is directly dependent on which club you use. For example, with a lower lofted club, such as your 4-iron, your ball would go approximately here. However, if you use a higher lofted club, such as your pitching wedge, your ball would move further back in your stance, closer towards the center of your body. As you can see, the ball position is not just changed in your frontal plane, but is also changed in your sagittal plane. Generally, the lower lofted clubs are longer, which means that to get the same power, you need to move further away from the ball. As you see here with my 3-wood, I'm standing about a half a foot further back from the ball as I was with my 7-iron. Now that you have all the fundamentals down for your approach shot, you can go out and have a fun day at the range. And remember, whether you're a long-time golfer or just starting out, there are always skills to be learned, and without deliberate practice, you'll never be able to master them.